Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python file handling session. And today we are going to discuss about Excel files, how to read them, create them, and update them. So to read or to work on Excel file, we need to first import XLRT module to read the data, to extract data from a spreadsheet also and to read it. RD is for read it, and there is also another module to write, which I will tell you later in this video. So I hope you all know and familiar with what Excel file is. If no, then please write me in the comment box and I'll explain you what is it. So we need to import that module XLRD to work on Excel file to read it. So first we'll do that, and then we are going to open Excel file by our method that is inside XLRD module, that is open dash workbook. So you need to use that method to open or to load Excel file in our file object, that is Excel file, that I created a file object Excel file here. So here we are not using open method, or with open method we are using open workbook. This is a special method in XLRD module to open or to load Excel file spreadsheet. So there could be multiple sheets in one workbook. If you have worked with Excel file, you must know that there can be multiple sheets, more than one sheets in one workbook. So to read those worksheets, to get that sheet one by one, what we do, we use index value. So first sheet index will be 0, second sheet will be 1, third sheet will be 2. So storing the first sheet into a variable, that is, we will use with file object a method sheet by index by providing sheet number as an argument inside that method. So here I have created again an object to read the sheet, and I'm using file object here, Excel file that I have created here. And then I'm using a method sheet by index by giving the index value of the sheet, which sheet I want to read here. Then here I'm checking the value, like what kind of value is it in there, by cell value. If you want to read particular cell, then you use with your sheet object, that is purchase I used here, cell value method. In that cell value method, you give row and column number, row and column index value. So as you know, in Python always index value starts by default 0. So first row and first column index value is 0. That's why I'm writing here 0 comma 0. So row and column is separated by comma. Same here, I want to check cell value, that is row number 20, but column 0. So this is the first column, but I'm getting data from row number 20. So if I print this, first I will get what is, sorry, I didn't run this one. Okay, sorry for that. So you need to run this one first to create a file object. Then you created a sheet object, and then I'm getting value from first row and first column cell and 20th row and first column cell. So here first row, first column has a header name, first name, while 20th row, first column that is carrying first name, has the first name Gaston. If you want to see or check how many rows and columns are there in the sheet, you can check with sheet method, and the method and the attribute is n rows n columns. So to get the rows we use n rows, to get the column we use n cols. When I run this, I will get there are 716 rows in the data and 10 columns. Now you want to see how many columns, what is the name of the columns are there, like what is the header of the columns, what I'm reading inside the data. So to know the columns, what we do, we will run for loops while taking out column by column with n calls math attribute. And then we are printing our cell value here. So if we run it, so columns in the worksheets are what columns we have, what are the header, what data inside the sheet is, first name, last name, gender, past 3 years, bike related purchases, deceased indicator, owns car, tenure, property valuation, rank, and value. So these data we have inside our sheet 1. Now we want to check uh, that in our cell value first row and first column. So we want to know all the first name, because in first row first column what is there? There is first name. So we want to print all the names in there. So we'll run the same way as we did with the column, and you can see all 716 names are there in your output. You can read all the data here in your first cell, first column cell, right? I hope you are getting it. If there is any confusion, any doubt, please write me in the comment box and I will explain you with more examples. So now here I want to retrieve data only from first 10 rows and first 3 columns. I want only that data. I don't want more. So what I will do, what I did here, I'm looping first with the range because I want just 10 rows for row, and then I'm checking I want 3 columns, then I'm running loop for columns to read only 3 columns. What I will do here then I will ask purchase.cellValue, and I'm passing row and column both. So first it will run 3 times. So it will give us 0 row and all 3 columns. Then it will go on 1 and then all 3 columns with tab. So I can differentiate. So here first name, last name, gender. Then here first name Chicky, last name Brister, gender is male. First name Molly, last name January, and then gender is male. So you are getting all 10 rows with 3 columns data. So you can also decide what you want to do, what you want to uh, get from the data, and you can extract that particular range of data or particular cell you can retrieve from cell value. And to retrieve a full row, so here we were first previously what we were doing, we were taking value from the cell. Now we want to print just full row. We don't want only one cell value, we want full row value. Then we use with sheet method, we use row value with giving the row number as an argument inside that. So I want to retrieve second row, that is, I'm skipping first row, it means header row I don't want to read. I want to read the data what is inside it. So I can print row value, and here you can see our second row, that was the first name Chicky and Brister. So here Chicky Brister, Chicky first name, Brister last name, male, and then all the details that first row has, you can see it here, right? Now this was how to read Excel file. Now it is how to write Excel file. So to read we used XLRD. To write In a spreadsheet, we import a module XLWT. So it is very easy. To read it is RD, to write it is WT. So to write or to modify anything, to update anything in Excel sheet, you import XLWT. I have also imported from XLWT import workbook. So that also becomes easier. I'm calling especially workbook from that. So here I have created a new workbook and I chose an object that is WB. Here I'm creating a sheet where with add sheet method, right? So here sheet 1, I give it a object, sheet object that is sheet 1. With file object that is WB, I'm using method add sheet. Inside add sheet as an argument, I'm giving the name of the sheet that is sheet 1. Adding value inside that sheet, what I'm doing, I'm using write method. So sheet 1 is the sheet object and I'm using write method with that. So this is row, this is column. So I'm giving the first cell, first row, first column, giving the value is student name. So what is the syntax for that? You give row value, column value, and then the name of that particular cell you want to add data in, or content basically, what you data basically what you want to add in that cell. So I'm writing a student name, then in same row but first column I'm using DOP. So here basically in these first row I'm adding header, name of the columns. Then in first row, that means the second row, I'm adding data inside it. And this is the third row with index value 2. I'm adding another data inside it. I'm feeding value inside it. And then we can save that particular Excel file or workbook with save method file object and save method with the name of the file. So here we are giving name to the file while saving it. And what is the name of the file? Student. If I run this, sorry, I didn't run this one first. Okay, that's my bad. I explained everything, but I didn't run anything. So first I need to import, then I assigned file object, then I assigned sheet object, and I added value inside it and saved the file here. And now you can see student.xlsx, that is the extension of the Excel file. You can see this file has been added here. Now if you want to open again, as we have imported that before XLRD, you do open workbook, same method, and then you want to read first sheet, that's why the index value is 0. I have created here file object student and I want to know how many rows and columns are there. Can you guess how many rows and columns are there? How much data we have fed in here? Yes, so there should be 3 rows and 4 columns. So let's see. Yes, there are 3 rows and 4 columns here. Now we want to read the content of the file. So here I'm running loop with the number of rows, and here I'm printing row value, not cell value, row value. So this will print all the rows all together. So here you can see student name, date of birth, course and year. Student name Alan, date of birth this, course is data science, year is this. So you can see all the data that you have fed in the file when you created it. I hope you understand it. If there is any confusion, any doubt how to read, how to write in Excel file with Python file handling, then please let me know in the comment box. I will explain you. If you like video, please press like And also don't forget to subscribe it, so whenever I upload my next video, you will get the notification of it. If you haven't seen previous videos, there is link in description box of the playlist where you can see all previous videos, and also GitHub repository link where you will find all the exercises that we covered in video from the beginning till now. So keep tuned, keep learning. Our intermediate session is just finished. So from next video, we'll go in advanced level. So if you need exercise to learn more or to practice more what you have learned so far, please write me in the comment box. I will provide you some exercises for practice as well. So till then, keep practicing. Bye.